Good evening, Doctor. Today, our group will present about virtual reality.
Virtual reality is a fully digital, computer-generated and three-dimensional experiential environment. User can have an experience and indulge in a simulated world by using virtual reality. Virtual reality system is divided into three categories, which are non-immersive virtual reality, semi-immersive virtual reality, and fully immersive virtual reality. First, non-immersive virtual reality is a technology that provides a computer-generated environment, and user can maintain awareness and control the physical environment. It is require a computer or video game console, a monitor, and input tools. However, non-immersive virtual reality are often overlooked because it is become general enough. Next is semi-immersive virtual reality. Semi-immersive virtual reality provide user with a partially virtual environment, and user will still have the sense of being in a different reality while focused on the digital image. Semi-immersive technology will provide realism to users through 3D graphics, and this type of virtual reality is frequently used for instruction or training. The third is fully immersive virtual reality. Fully immersive virtual reality will provide the most comprehensive and realistic simulation experience for users. Users need the proper VR glasses or a head-mount display to experience and interact with fully immersive virtual reality. This is because the virtual headers will provide high-resolution content and a wide field of view, while a display will create a stereoscopic 3D effect. This kind of virtual reality can be used for entertainment and other fields.
Good evening, Doctor. Today I will present about the definition of virtual reality. Before I start my presentation, let's see a video.
Is the metaverse the answer to hybrid work struggles? You might have heard about the metaverse by now, a nebulous concept referencing a vague notion of a virtual frontier that will mark the future of the workplace. It sounds far-fetched, the stuff of sci-fi, but the technology that could enable the metaverse is evolving and in many cases is already here. Take virtual reality, for instance. When you think of VR, you probably think an immersive way to play video games. But with the rise in remote and hybrid work, experts think it has a place in business too. VR is an artificial environment created with software that mimics the real world, while augmented reality, or AR, uses tools like a smartphone or glasses to enhance or augment the physical world. VR blocks out the physical world, usually with headsets, and replaces it with a virtual one. As workforces evolve and lean toward hybrid offices, a mix of remote and in-person employees, VR could be a way to connect the two worlds and improve communication, according to industry expert Thomas Brannan. For a deeper dive into the benefits of VR and how to creatively use the tech in a hybrid workplace, visit Brannan's full presentation by clicking the link above. So why might the future of work be the stuff of sci-fi movies? As mentioned in the presentation, hybrid work brings convenience and flexibility for many, but inherently raises other concerns. Remote participants at in-person events are limited in their ability to network, engage with the presentation, have unplanned conversations, and ask follow-up questions. VR as a collaboration tool addresses hybrid work concerns in three main areas. Would you rather do team bonding in your dining room turned home office, or together at the beach? Watch a presentation at your desk, or in the same conference room as your peers? Being in the presence of coworkers will help unify a team and make events feel more personal. While video enables one-to-one conversations or one-to-many presentations, it doesn't support many-to-many, aka the feeling of mingling and having small conversations. VR uses spatial audio that would enable you to turn to your virtual neighbor, have a private conversation, then turn back to the group without disrupting the event. VR creates a more interesting and effective environment for things that require your full attention. It can also increase emotion by creating an environment that's suitable for the purpose of a meeting. Instead of happy hour in your home office, you're at a bar with your coworkers, or so it seems. As with any new technology, there are challenges and limitations to VR in the workplace, including price, IT logistics, and being an avatar instead of a human. But would the cost be worth the benefit? See what expert Thomas Brandon has to say about it in the full presentation at the link above.
Virtual reality is a stimulate 3D environment that enable user to explore and interact with visual surrounding in a way that approximate reality. And it is perceived through the user sense. The virtual environment will created by the computer hardware and software. Although user might also need to wear a device such as helmet and goggles to interact with the environment. The more deeply user can immerse themselves in a VR environment and block out their physical surroundings, the more they are able to suspend their belief and accept it is real, even if it's fantastical in nature. Next one is the type of visual reality. First type is the non-immersive VR technology. This technology is future and a computer-generated visual environment where the user simultaneously remain aware and controlled by their physical environment. For example, video games are the prime example for non-immersive VR. Second type is the semi-immersive virtual reality. This technology will provide an experience partially based in a virtual environment. This type of VR makes sense for educational and training purpose with graphical computing and large projector systems such as flight simulators for pilot trainees. Last type of the VR is fully immersive virtual reality. Reality delivers the greatest level of virtual reality. This complete immersing the user in the stimulate 3D world. It incorporates sight and sound and touch. There have been some experiment with the addition of smell. User might have to wear special equipment such as helmet, goggles, or gloves so they can fully interact with the environment. That's all with my presentation. Thank you.
My name is Simsei and I will present how virtual reality works and operates and 3 benefits of virtual reality. Virtual reality operates on the basic principles of people perception of the environment and understanding of scenes. Virtual reality headsets are supported by artificial intelligence software that can pounce on people, reflect to natural stimuli, and then store them as feeder datasets in order to create virtual objects in a specially mapped environment. This is used to determine how people move and track their interactions with a virtual space through the gyroscopic sensors, accelerators, and magnetometers, which is in the headsets. Through the built-in skeletal trackers, the virtual reality headset can control the direction in which people move in virtual space. Next is the 3 benefits of using virtual reality. The first benefit of using virtual reality helps with impressive visualization because it helps to explore various facts and alternate to increase the level of experience. People can experience the best quality visual effects when wearing a virtual reality headset. For example, if the teacher has difficulty conducting classroom interaction sessions, students can be allowed to get engaged. This is because the interaction between teacher and students will become easier through the introduction of virtual reality technicality. Students can speak about their personal experience with taking help of virtual reality. The second benefit of using virtual reality is improving educational value. For example, doctors can use virtual reality technology to understand the new fields in medicine. Not only that, but this technology is almost effective in the field of editorial and content writing. Virtual reality can help to locate areas in the content and has preferred software arrangement for error detections. Virtual reality technology can also help in perfecting editing options. Thus, this technology can make educational value improve. The third benefit of using virtual reality is helping to overcome language barriers. Language barriers are important problem in the field of education. Through virtual reality, people can learn the dialect of the place where they consider adopting it. The possible language can be properly implemented using the right software with virtual reality technology. This can make it easy for users to learn the language while having fun. Here's my presentation. Thank you.
My name is Ho Hui, and now I will present the three weaknesses of the virtual reality. Firstly, disconnect people from reality. People who become dependent on VR don't want to interact with the actual world. People no longer want to interact with the real world because the virtual world has become their actual world. In a sense, VR brings people together while also taking them away from each other. This is because users are getting increasingly introverted, at ease, and dependent on virtual reality, making them fear change and choose to deviate from real life. Secondly, create health issues. Users that become dependent on virtual reality will use it excessively to the point where they lost control over their rest, eating, and working schedule. Overuse of VR can also harm eyes and impair eyesight. This is because two small LCD displays that are projected onto both eyes make up the VR headset, which is worn closer to the eyes. Apart from this, cyber sickness can develop after spending a lot of time using VR. Cyber sickness, which is collection of symptoms that arises when there is no actual physical motion, is similar to motion sickness. Lastly, costly implementation. Virtual reality development is a pricey procedure. Only a select few people can afford the pricey technology and equipment required for virtual reality. As a result, the price of such equipment's initial installation is expensive. Utilizing VR is expensive since it has executive rules.
Assalamualaikum to Madam and my friends. Now, I would like to present about how this virtual reality can be managed in the organizations. Organizations will manage VR by leveraging one's emotions through the strengthening of virtual reality promotions. It has been proven that customers of the digital world make purchases using emotions. There are various methods to evoke positive emotions among virtual users, including by using the layout of websites and apps that make it easier for customers. Number two, the organizations will manage virtual reality by increasing consumer satisfaction, such as improving quality. Customer satisfaction with a service or business will entice them to stay loyal in making purchases in the same place. Therefore, this is very important to ensure that the satisfaction of virtual reality user is always at hand. Finally, the organizations will manage virtual reality by improving the virtual language or virtual atmosphere. This is a key factor that can affect customers of the digital world. The graphic contents of online business website or online store and application should appeal customers through variety of sense, including visually appealing graphic design as well as accompanied by music that pleases the sense of hearing. That's all. Thank you.